A goal gets scored. The stadium explodes, players sprint toward the corner flag, fans are hugging strangers, and then everyone stops. Someone points at their ear. The referee walks to a small screen on the side of the pitch. 2 minutes pass. The goal is canceled. Half the stadium cheers, half the stadium wants to burn the building down. You have no idea what just happened. That is VAR, and by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why it exists, why it fails, and why it is never going away. VAR stands for Video Assistant Referee. It is a second referee, sitting in a room, watching every camera angle simultaneously, not in the stadium, somewhere else entirely, while the on-field referee is managing 22 players, the physical ball, and 50,000 screaming people. The VAR is watching replays in silence. Their job is one thing: catch the mistakes the referee on the pitch cannot see. That sounds simple. It is not simple at all. Football resisted video technology longer than almost every other major sport. Cricket had it. Tennis had it. Rugby had it. Football said no for decades. The argument was always the same. Human error is part of the game. Mistakes even out over a season. The flow of the match matters more than perfect decisions. Then came the 2010 World Cup. England versus Germany. Frank Lampard hit a shot that crossed the goal line by nearly a meter. The referee did not give it. Germany won. England went home. The moment was replayed on every screen on the planet. The argument that human error was acceptable died in that moment. 7 years later, VAR was introduced. Football finally admitted what every other sport already knew. If the technology exists to get the decision right, you use it. VAR does not review everything. It has 4 jobs. Only 4. Goals and the build-up to them. Penalty decisions, direct red cards, mistaken identity when the referee cards the wrong player. Everything else VAR cannot touch. A bad tackle that the referee misses but does not lead directly to a goal. Not VAR's problem. A player who dives and wins a throw-in. Not VAR's problem. The 4 categories exist to stop VAR reviewing every single decision in the match. In theory. In practice, it still feels like every single decision. Here is the honest answer. VAR does not fail because the technology is bad. VAR fails because football's rules were never designed to be this precise. Take offside. The original offside rule was written for a human linesman with a flag and human eyes. It was never designed to be measured in millimeters, but VAR measures it in millimeters. So a striker's armpit can be offside, a toenail, a shoulder that cannot physically score a goal. All of it technically offside under a rule that was written before video technology existed. The rule did not change. The precision of enforcement changed completely. And then there is the question nobody can answer cleanly. What is a handball? Ask 10 referees. Get 10 different answers. VAR did not create these arguments. VAR put them on a giant screen in front of 50,000 people and made everyone watch them happen in slow motion. The anger is not really about VAR. It is about realizing that football's most important decisions were never as clear as everyone thought. VAR just removed the excuse of not seeing it. Here is the part nobody wants to admit. VAR works. A 2023 study found that VAR overturned more than 80% of its interventions correctly. The decisions it changes are more likely to be right than wrong. The problem is not accuracy. The problem is the wait. 60 seconds of silence while the stadium holds its breath is a new kind of emotional experience that football never had before. Some people hate it. Others have learned to live with it the same way tennis fans learn to live with Hawkeye. And here is the real reason VAR is never leaving. No governing body will ever choose to go back to a system they know gets decisions wrong on purpose. Imagine FIFA announcing they are removing VAR and accepting more mistakes. That press conference does not exist. Once you can see the truth, choosing to ignore it is not tradition, it is just embarrassment. VAR did not break football. It broke the illusion that football was already fair. The game you watched before VAR had just as many wrong decisions. You just could not see them clearly enough to be angry about them. Now you can. That is uncomfortable. It is also more honest than anything football had before. The goal that gets canceled tonight might be the right call. Now you will know why. You're welcome.